Hello, this is Stan Dubin, and welcome to the Hiring Tips Podcast. The name of this tip is Hiring Tips from the Folks at Google #3, and it's the last in a 3-part series regarding hiring advice given by 2 former Google execs. So let's get right to it. Do hire people who are well-rounded, with unique interests and talents. Don't hire people who live only to work. I think unique interests and talents may be a stretch for some of us. If candidate A is very trainable and has a great attitude, then unique talents and interests may not be essential. And the person who lives only to work? Well, if our applicant is young and wishes to put everything into his work for a good chunk of time, who are we to argue? Very long term, yes, let's get someone more well-grounded. Do hire people who are ethical and who communicate openly. Don't hire people who are political and manipulative. Well, this one is a serious no-brainer. The more ethical your employee is, the more willing he is to communicate, the better results you're going to see from day one. And of course, you do not want employees who are going to manipulate their way around the workplace and into better positions. Do hire only when you've found a great candidate. Don't settle for anything less. Well, we discussed this to some degree in the last tip. Google, with its incredibly deep pockets, can hang in there for the great candidate. The rest of us, maybe yes, but sometimes we've got to pull the trigger on people that are not ideal because, well, someone's got to stock the shelves and someone's got to answer the phones. It's interesting to see how these former Google execs view the hiring process. Some of their advice is spot on, and some needs to be taken with a grain of salt. Either way, good hiring to you. And if you could take a second or two, or actually a couple of minutes, and go to review222.com, that's review222.com, and leave a review on this Hiring Tips podcast. Anything good, bad, or indifferent is welcome. Thank you very much. The Hiring Tips is brought to you by the Employee Testing Center. We have an employee testing service that will help you hire better staff. It's very accurate, easy to understand, and delightfully affordable. Watch our 3-minute video at getbetterstaff.com. That's getbetterstaff.com. Our podcast does not represent legal advice. Employment law can vary from state to state. So please consult an attorney familiar with the law that applies to the area where your business is located for any legal questions specific to your company. Thanks for listening.